is it that we have given up on a dream or not committed to a dream or not shown up for ourselves, right? Hang on one second. You know, what keeps us in paralysis? Why are we afraid to move forward? What do we think will happen if we take the leap, right? And so let's start with some journaling. Good morning to my YouTube family. Welcome to Love and Liberation. I am La Santera, Alicia Anabel. And we're talking about next chapters, right? So your first prompt is, what keeps me stuck? What keeps me stuck is what? Take a moment to write about that. What keeps me stuck? What keeps you stuck? That's the first prompt for journaling. Is it a specific thought? Is it a reoccurring message? Is there a reoccurring theme? Is it someone's voice that you hear? Is it some message that you have on repeat that you say to yourself? I'm thinking about Mark Wolyn's book, It Didn't Start With You, where he had us identify our core sentence, like the thing that we say to ourselves regularly, the thing that we believe will happen, like a worst case scenario thing. When I was in therapy many years ago, I was crying I was sitting on the floor in my therapist's office, and I remember just complaining about why it was that things were so hard for me. Like, I just really believed that life was so hard for me and that I could never catch a fucking break. I could never catch a break. I would never have the things that I desired, that I was working so hard for. I believed that everyone and everything was against me. I thought that I deserved every fucked up experience that I faced. And I said, I was afraid. I was just filled with fear. And she had me close my eyes. So close your eyes if you're comfortable doing that. Otherwise, find a soft gaze in the wall. Take some deep breaths. Close your eyes. And Dr. R said, Alicia, I want you to imagine yourself in a room. You're in a room, in a house. Describe what this room looks like. The walls, the art, the floor, the windows, right? You're in this room. And there's a door. On the other side of that door is my success, my dreams come true, my life. She asked me to go ahead and turn the doorknob. and to walk through and then share what was on the other side. So go ahead and do that. You're in this room. See the room, feel the room, take a temperature. What do you feel inside this room, right? You see the windows, you see the door. Make your way to the door. Go to the doorknob, turn the knob, and walk through. What's on the other side? Write about that. Write about what is on the other side of that door. Feel all of it. Take a minute. When I open the door, what's waiting for me on the other side is feel it, see it, hold it. Ooh, I'm going to share what was on my other side at the end of meditation today. Next chapter, family. That's what today's meditation is. That's what we're thinking about today. Alicia. La bendición de Shularoye. Maferefun Shularoye, Maferefun Shosi, Maferefun Watala, Maferefun Madre Oyansa, Maferefun. Oshu, Maferefun Yamaya, Maferefun. Chango, Maferefun Osum, Maferefun Orula, Maferefun Oloco, Maferefun Babo, Tetayau, Viventa la bendición de la gracia con toda autoridad. Oof. Woo! Yes to these messages and these cards, family. Meg, I love you. Oh my God, Meg. Meg. Family, our cards are the Queen of Brooms. I will describe them for y'all in the clubhouse because they are stunning. The Star, the Sun. Next chapter. Here's what's waiting for us in the next chapter. The Queen of Brooms, we see a woman. I'm using the Ghetto Tarot deck, and the woman is sitting on a throne with a broom in her right hand and flowers to flowers on her left, a broom that's set ablaze. So like the actual broom, the head of the broom is on fire, and she's dressed in white with a crown, and there's a cat at the base of her dress, and she looks fabulous. The Queen of Brooms. We're talking about next chapters, right? What's waiting for us on the other side of the door, right? Let me tell you what's waiting for us on the other side of the door based on the messages that we're receiving today. The Queen of Brooms is all about generosity and strength. The messages, the characteristics are interdependence, honor, spiritual visions, passion, zest for life, exuberance, warmth, vibrancy. Dominant female energy. You are not afraid to demonstrate your power to others, nor do you shy away from challenge. The world has enough for everyone, and you have the strength to help others get their share. Enjoy it, ground yourself in it, and let the abundance in you and around you overflow. Here, you have no fears. Here, you know you are rich. Here, you know you are abundant. You are a queen. You are adjusting your crown. This idea of being generous and strength is that you are unafraid. So this thing on the other side of the door, this next chapter, you're not thinking about your age. You're not thinking about your financial, your resources. You are not thinking about anything on the outside, because you know that your riches come from the inside. And so everything that you need to get to this next chapter, to open the door, you already possess it. And what you think is going to happen on the other side is the narrative. It's the old narrative. The I won't be enough, I won't have enough, I won't be loved, all of that. And we're going to talk about it at the end. But here the Queen of Brooms is saying, you are going to be, if you trust me, this is what Olofi says. This is what our creators say. This is what our dead say. This is what our guardian angels say. If you trust that you are being guided, if you trust that you are ordained, if you trust that you were chosen, why would you fear that you are on the other side? If you are the Queen of Brooms, that fucking broom, you sweeping out all the bullshit that has tried to stop you from having the life that you deserve. The Queen of Brooms has no worries. The Queen of Brooms is not jealous, is not envious, does not compare herself to nobody, because nobody can do what you were born to do. I don't give a fuck how many tarot readers there are in the world, and there probably are millions, but no one's going to read and divine the way I do, because no one has my experiences, and no one has my ache, and no one has my love. They can have their own, but they can't have mine, because I was born with, I woke up like this. Achemo Dupue, Queen of Brooms, I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Work on the jealousy. If you are jealous because other people have the life that you want, work on that shit. Like, straight up, work on that shit. If you're worried about people getting that book deal and you're like, their work is fucking mediocre, and we know that it is. There are many writers out there who are getting all those grants, those $50,000 grants, and you're looking at them saying, fuck. Like, and I've had those moments. Where I'm like, why can't I get a $5,000 fucking writer's grant? I've been writing for 20 fucking years. Because it's not my time. It doesn't matter. I'm no longer comparing myself to anyone, because what's mine is mine. Y nadie me lo va a quitar. No one can take it from me. No one. Our next card is the Star. I pulled 3. Maferefun Elegua, Maferefun Ochosi, Maferefun Ogun. The Star is hope and inspiration. You are guided. The woman is naked. She is bent down, one knee to the ground. Her elbow is on her knee. She is just collecting stars, carrying stars, holding stars, bowing down to stars, stars all around her head, her crown. She is a star. Here you know that you are guided. Here this is harmony and hope and faith and inspiration and self-knowledge and self-confidence. This is a clear vision. This is vitality. The stars in the sky are like the opportunities in life. The harder you look, the more there are. Your hope is your guiding star. Follow it confidently into the future. Gain trust and insight into a higher order. Your life is under a lucky star. When you know that you are guided by stars, like the message here is on this next chapter that the stars are shining bright. The stars are all aligning. You are in alignment and you are currently experiencing your ascension. You are currently climbing the mountain. You have your backpack on. You've already began. You're not beginning. You've already begun. You are at that, what's that point in the mountain where you stop? It's like a midpoint. If anyone in the YouTube can throw it in the chat, but there's a part where there's a level. There are levels when you're climbing a mountain where you take a break. It's like a point. It's like a peak kind of thing, where you're catching air, where you're nourishing yourself, where you're readying yourself for the rest of it. You're not just climbing the mountain like one day you start at the bottom and you reach the top same day. No, you are. Allow yourself to slip off the mountain. You allow yourself to scrape. You just fucking hold on for dear life, and you know that what's coming in this next part is going to be better than what was in the last part. And you trust that. You trust that. I can't speak on trust enough, because you can't be taught to trust. You can't be taught to trust. You can't be given faith. It's something that you have to work on, nurture, and believe in. Like, do you know what it is to have a faith that's like literally blind? Like you don't see you're dead. You don't see these things that you're worshiping or believing in or putting all your faith in. You just know that they're there. You just know. But this is a wonderful time to be alive, family, because our last message is the sun. Here comes the sun, this beautiful black boy with one palm up, giving me black power vibes. He has a little pony in his hand. The sun is behind him. He's wearing a red cape like a little superhero, like he could fly. The sun is all about rebirth. Light. The day, success, power, vitality. What if on the other side of the door, what's awaiting you is happiness, love, creativity, joy, universal trust, healing, reconciliation, success, book deals, houses, a healthy partnership, healing, boundless energy, abundance, prosperity, love and more love. You are the light source. The power of the sun is in you. Unite the innocence of the child with the wisdom of the age. The power of the sun will brighten any day. Sunbathe in the light. We know shadow. We know darkness. We know pain. We know hurt. We know disappointment. But God, what if on that next chapter, when you open the door and you go to the other side, what's waiting for you is literally the life that you've dreamt of. Imagine. Hold that for a minute and breathe. We're going to read our affirmation. February 5th, reading from Acts of Faith by Iyanla Vanzant. Open quote. Nothing can dim the light which shines from within. Woo! How about that sun card coming through? One more time. The quote, nothing can dim the light which shines within, by Maya Angelou. The reflection. Each of us brings to the world unique talents, gifts, and abilities. Even if you don't know what it is or value what you do, someone somewhere will benefit from your presence. No one can do what you do exactly the way you do it. Come on, universe! Come on, universe! What? No one can do what you do exactly the way you do it. It is this uniqueness that makes you valuable to the world. See, my spirit guides are showing off right now. Heavy. My spirit guides are showing off right now. They're like, oh, fuck with her if you want to. No one can do what you do exactly the way you do it. It is this uniqueness that makes you valuable to the world. We are each as unique and valuable as the other. It was designed that way, a gift from God. Gifts are not given on the basis of race or gender. As a matter of truth, gifts come in many shapes, sizes, and colors. When you do what you do exactly the way you do it, you are sharing God's gifts bestowed for the good of the world. Come on, Iyanla. What? Let's rewrite that. You ready? And yes, I will take some of you onto the stage in a minute. Breathe that in. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. I was brought into the world with a specific gift. I was given unique talents, unique gifts, and powerful abilities. I may not know what it is or value what I do, somewhere, someone will benefit from my presence. Someone, somewhere is benefiting from my presence. Let me repeat that. I was brought into this world with unique talents, gifts, and abilities. I may not know what it is today. I may not value what I do, but someone somewhere is absolutely benefiting from my presence and existence on this earth. No one can do exactly what I was born to do the way I do it. It is this uniqueness that I possess that makes me valuable to this world. I am unique and valuable. I am as unique and as valuable as anyone else. It was designed that way. It was a gift from God, and I am ready. I receive it. I receive God's gifts, and I am grateful. These gifts were not given to me because of my gender or my race. As a matter of truth, these gifts come in all shapes, in all sizes, and all colors, and are available to all of us. When I do what I do, exactly the way I do it, the way I was born to do it, the way I was born to give it, sharing God's gifts. When I share God's gifts, they are bestowed for the good of the world. My gifts are a gift to the world. My gifts are a gift to the world. My gifts are a gift to the world. I have something valuable to give the world. And that, my families, is our meditation. Mother, Father, God, I give you thanks because I feel that energy. I feel that next level, top floor energy and vibration. We were all born to do something very specific. Some of us were born to be storytellers, healers, mothers, lovers, givers, servants, truth tellers, alchemists. And those gifts that we each possess, God, may we use them. May we not squander our gifts. May we not waste another time, another moment of our time. May we not waste any more time. May we move today. May we know that we are the Queen of Brooms, that we are the sun, that we are the stars. May we know that everything is aligning in our favor. May we not squander our gifts because we know that our gifts can be taken from us. They are a blessing. And when we reject the blessings that God has given us, Of course, our worst fears are coming true because we're not showing up. We're not doing what we are here to do. And until today, that stops today, Creator, because we are embracing everything that we are unapologetically and we are moving forward. We are saying yes to our life. We are walking through that fucking door into this next chapter confidently, courageously, boldly, daring to be what the fuck we were born to be and do what the fuck we were born to do. And that's that on that. Ache, amen, namaste. And so it is. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. What an amazing day to be alive on this gloomy ass New York day. That's the sun is still shining. The stars are still shining. When I was sitting in my doctor's office that day, I was crying with my eyes closed in hysterics. I was hyperventilating. And then she asked me to gently open my eyes. Dr. R said, open your eyes and to describe to me what it was that you felt and what it was that you saw. And I said, my greatest fear when I open the door is that I will be alone, that no one would be there, that the people that I most loved would not be there. And it devastated me that I wouldn't be loved, that I wouldn't have people to share all my glory, gifts, and blessings with. And that's the fear. That shit wasn't true. That shit wasn't true. And so the new narrative is when I open that door, it is massive. It is green. There's water. There's joy. I look amazing. My hair is like down to the fucking ground, like braided and beautiful and stunning and all of that. So to my YouTube family, I love you. I pray that whatever this next chapter is for you, that you can believe that you have everything you need to get there and that your worst fear will not come true. Okay? I love you. Ache, amen, namaste, and so it is. Have a beautiful weekend. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning for meditation. Peace. And to my Clubhouse people,